Today we want to investigate demons and dragons. We often think that those things no longer exist. But when you read some books on Eastern philosophy, particularly most of you have read Milarepa, and maybe now even a new book called Sky Dancer. The understanding what a demon or a dragon is quite different than what we might think. But there is a great difference in that. If you can have the vision of everything that is positive and good, that most of the things that pass through your mind you cannot capture. It just goes. But you see, we think nothing happened, it really doesn't matter. That is not so either. Because if thoughts can be sometimes compared to flowers, wild flowers, cultivated flowers, and a big wind at the right time will propel the seeds to scatter into the air, and the air current will travel and carry the seeds. You could be the recipient of those seeds, or of one of them. Because when you have no awareness, you don't even know what settles down on you, and you do not know the influences that one mind can have, not just on another mind, but on a whole group of minds. Or a whole group of minds can have a strong influence on your own mind. And of course we all have heard about group pressure, but it is not a group that comes together like us here. It's also the group of family and friends. Why do you want to go on a spiritual path? What is all this realization, that higher consciousness? And what are you liberating yourself? Anybody who will counteract those desires is considered in the Eastern teachings a demon. That can be your most beloved. So your thoughts can be self-destructive by giving attention to the wrong things. And I like to go back to my little illustration here. There are many different thoughts, and many different thoughts have different seeds with different effects. When the Oriental philosophy speaks of pure mind, there is a mind that does not throw out any seeds. Perhaps you can sometimes also use the word suggestion that could be harmful or not beneficial to other people. So in other words, don't you become a demon or a dragon and keep someone away from self-development and self-improvement. Because that has to appear first, that has to take place first. For the very simple reason that if that is not so, the spiritual path is simply not there. The garbage, so to speak, our accumulation of difficulties and problems of personality aspects, and we have many personalities, and each one has its own ego, stands in the way, and it simply cannot germinate the right thing that we would like to have. You see, mind has an enormous power, and ability to concentrate would be extremely helpful, because suddenly you will see that the mind can become aware of its own power. When that takes place, you will not let other people throw seeds or suggestions at you that somewhere before that awareness comes. You just dimly know within yourself. We speak often of the still small voice. That is what you truly know. Now then you have to activate that knowledge. In other words, you have to manifest it. So comfort and laziness are the other demons. And where comfort and laziness apply also to you, that these are your own demons. Neither comfort nor laziness will ever have beneficial results. So you hinder yourself most. And the other demon is a very fierce one, and that is your excuses, all the excuses you use. And it would be good if you make a list of all your demons and dragons. Sentimentality is another demon that can keep on nagging you. And usually, it's like in the fairy tales, you cut off one head of the dragon, and there are 6 others coming up. Because that means really that all of a sudden you become aware of what happens. The other 3, 4, 5, 6 heads just catch now your attention because you discover the first head of the dragon. So they don't come suddenly from nowhere. It appears that way for the simple reason because you haven't even known there was a dragon around you, following wherever you go. Neither a demon nor a dragon has any benefit to anybody else. But if you will be brave and fight your demons and dragons, then that will be of great benefit to yourself. And when you have become a different person, you become a very different friend, true friend, not just a sort of an acquaintance under the disguise of being a friend. You have to look at your life. You see life around you. You look at your lifestyle in comparison to others. And if you're not satisfied, what would you want to change without emotionally making a big leap, but rather a careful examination, as you would when you buy a house. You don't look just the outside. You want also to see if everything works inside. So any changes in life can be a very good thing because it takes away a certain routine, to which routine and attachment are also going hand in hand. So then you can let go of this and you be willing to make certain changes in your life. That can be increasing your courage to accept change, because the only permanence in life is change. There's no permanence. It's an expression very well known from the Eastern teaching, no permanence. And it isn't meant to be, for the very reason that you would not evolve. And evolution is the only purpose for being born.